Thank you. My name is Paula Maruri de TNE. My question is so far, how do you see the team's performances, the participation, development of each one with different language and culture? Thank you.
The teams participating in the Concacaf? Well, it's interesting. Concacaf has 4 official languages: English, Spanish, Dutch, and French, and they were all represented in the Gold Cup this year, with Curaçao being Dutch, and obviously Martinique and French Guiana, French. And you saw the performances. I mean, Curaçao arguably could have walked away with a win against Mexico and played very well. Martinique performed well, gave U.S. a scare, and French Guiana got better as the tournament went on. And so, as you can see, the potential is there. And if you look at the roster of the players or where they come from, yes, they have the domestic leagues, but a lot of their players play abroad, and they play in some pretty big clubs. In fact, the irony was when I saw the Curaçao lineup, there was 2 or 3 players that arguably played at bigger clubs than all the Mexican players. And so it's something that people don't really, unless you really look at it, it's something that kind of goes over your head. And so that also raises the question, or points to the question about the potential that's here with respect to our countries in CONCACAF.
Good night. How are you? Could you talk about your experience here in the Gold Cup, and then how do you see the future of Jamaica's soccer? Thank you.
Great experience. Again, we have a mixture of players in youth and experience. But personally, I think the future bright for Jamaica football. I think we have a platform here where we can build on. Still have a number of players to look on to get their chances. But I thought it was a great tournament.
Bruce, congratulations. I have 3 questions. What does this Gold Cup means for the U.S. and for the U.S. team? How different is this team from previous years? And how do you overcome all the challenges to win tonight? Thank you.
I need to write notes down. The Gold Cup is important. I think if you're in it, you got to be in it to win, and we accomplished that. So that's a real plus. Every team is different, and this is a team that's a mixture of some experienced veteran players and some younger players, and really an incredible opportunity for our program to be able to use the Gold Cup to see where we are with a number of players in the program. So we've been on the road for about 35 days. It's been an incredible experience, and for me, coming in as late as I did, it helps me in trying to get a team together for September and October, and then hopefully for next year as well. I didn't do anything. The players did all of it. The challenges weren't that great for me. For the players it was, and I think the group play was really interesting and challenging, and we didn't start well against Panama. Played at times very well against Martinique, and really went into the Nicaragua game having to score 3 goals, and that was amazing. They accomplished that, so I think that was incredible. The quarterfinal game against El Salvador, we did what we needed to do, and every team I think we played their best game against us in this tournament. Costa Rica was an outstanding win in Dallas, and tonight a win against a team that was real hard to play against. And as I said earlier, we had to score 2 great goals to win this game. So I think overall the Gold Cup was a great experience for U.S. soccer.
Blade, how you feeling tonight?
Yeah, obviously disappointed because of the loss, but very proud of the guys. I think they fought hard tonight. Unfortunately, we weren't able to come out with a win.
How did you handle the pressure in the second half?
Yeah, I mean, the U.S. started to push the game. We got to go back. We got right back into the game. We had a few more chances, and we weren't able to put one away, and that's just soccer, They scored late in the game when we didn't have much time to react.
How is your hand doing right now?
It's feeling okay. I got some stitches. Should be out in 10 days, so just have to take it day by day from there on in.
How important was this experience for you in general?
Very great, you know, as a goalkeeper. To be able to captain my national team and lead us to the finals, it was big, you know, and then fortunately I wish I was able to lift the trophy, but this is how it is sometimes.
La oportunidad de jugar para los Estados Unidos y pues hoy estaba de casi como fanático y estoy muy contento que este grupo ha ganado este trofeo.
How do you feel about this, winning the Gold Cup?
Yeah, it was definitely a big accomplishment. I'm definitely excited about it. I know the guys, we worked really hard, and I'm glad we were rewarded with the result and winning Gold Cup. So it was my first big international tournament, so I'm glad I could come away with some silverware.
How this is going to help you with Russia coming up?
Definitely, I mean, it's a test for us. I mean, definitely playing against international competition, we know where our level is at compared to the people in the Concacaf region. And we're using this tournament as experience and just getting games on our belt, looking at new players, kind of incorporate with the group. So I mean, obviously Russia's gonna be a step up. So we obviously need to fine tune some things, and I think it's gonna come. I mean, we're progressing. I mean, we're doing well under Bruce, so hopefully we can take that next step. I mean, we still have big qualifiers coming up, and then we need to qualify. Then when we get to the World Cup, then we need to kind of just change gears and kind of switch on and move on to everything.
What is the most important moment that you're taking away from this tournament?
Right, just the whole experience of it, just the professional level, being incorporated with the guys, always a good time being with everyone. But then just seeing myself compared to everyone else across the Concacaf area. Obviously, I mean, it wasn't my best of tournaments. I'm a little disappointed with my play, but I mean, just to have the exposure and have the games on my belt definitely is going to be a plus for me to move forward.
Any message for the fans?
Thanks for all the support. You guys have been crazy. I mean, all the cities we've been in has been great. So I appreciate all the traveling fans. Get home safely. And this is for you guys.
Palabritas aquí. ¿Cómo te sientes? Y felicitaciones.
Cansado. No, contento, la verdad, agradecido, la verdad, por toda esa oportunidad. La verdad que ganar algo siempre es fascinante. Es, la verdad, muy, muy emocionante.
Aparte de ganar la Copa, ustedes sí cumplieron con todos sus objetivos.
La verdad que sí, se cumplió con todos los objetivos. La verdad que era, ganar en la fase de grupos, quedar en primer lugar y ser campeonatos. La verdad que ya llegando aquí, pues, sabíamos que teníamos la oportunidad de lograrlo y se logró.
Desde tu punto personal, ¿qué tan importante es esto para tu carrera?
Muchísimo, lo creo que para la carrera dice mucho. La verdad que un trofeo más, la verdad que te da mucha satisfacción, alegría y en lo personal la verdad que te pone, ¿no? Ahí la gente te está viendo, entonces la verdad que seguir trabajando y esperamos que sigan los triunfos llegando.
Y ahorita Rusia, ¿no? ¿Cómo te sientes?
Pensando, ¿no? La verdad que vienen las eliminatorias, la verdad que tenemos que pelear estos últimos estos partidos para amarrar el boleto a Rusia, pero la verdad que es otro sueño más y la verdad que una aspiración más para lograr eso.
So, besides winning the Gold Cup, did you reach all your goals tonight?
Yeah, it was a big night. Obviously, the most important thing in your career is to have opportunities to play in finals, to lift trophies, and the way that the team came through tonight on a big night was great.
How do you feel tonight?
I feel great. It's great for the team to win a tournament on home soil, but now we shift our attention towards the World Cup qualifying games. We have 4 left, and making sure we put ourselves in a position to qualify for the World Cup. It'll be huge for this country, and if we're able to accomplish that this year, I mean, it'd have been a great year for U.S. soccer to win a trophy and to qualify for the World Cup. I mean, we couldn't have done more.
Overall, how do you see the team's performance?
Yeah, I mean, it was good. Obviously, you don't want to concede. We put ourselves in a situation where maybe it looked like we were going to go into overtime, but we were the team that was always had the more in possession and more chances created, and you just got to keep believing in yourself, keep plugging away and creating chances, and eventually, the goal was coming.